Erica and Jim. We just marched about 2 miles from Belmont and Sheffield. We're now at the corner of Broadway and Sunnyside. I got to say, it was a peaceful march. There were absolutely no police that we could see along the march route. The first time we saw police were, well, at the beginning of the march, and then here where we ended up. You see about 20 or so uniformed officers with bicycles. Maybe they knew this would be peaceful. Maybe they had officers embedded in plain clothes in the crowd. We don't know. But they did give this crowd the space to walk down these streets. There was no police between them and the businesses down Broadway. Not at all. We saw none. But they're here now, and they're taking a knee in honor of George Floyd. Now, I want to show you some video earlier as they were marching. They marched the 2 miles on the north side, talked about using their voices to fight for the cause, and shouted George Floyd. Many of them were even more emotional because of the latest private autopsy results to be revealed about Floyd and his death. Now, we're going to show you some other chopper footage from earlier. We think that this march started at the one you're about to see. There was an earlier march that started around DePaul and ended up joining this one, and it just kept growing by the numbers. I mean, I would estimate there's probably upwards of 500, and it keeps building. They wanted to stress peace. They wanted to stress, you know, you could protest in peace, and they've been carrying the Black Lives signs, and they said they've had enough. They're talking about using what they call their white privilege to try to help black people, and that's their hope today. We'll be standing by live if anything else develops. At Broadway and Sunnyside, Dave Savini, CBS 2 Investigators, back to you.
And Dave, you were mentioning how they've made several stops. They did a show of force there, and they were met by the officers peacefully, though. Have they talked about their strategic plans going forward? Meaning, are they inching closer to the city, or do they plan to stay at this point on the north side?
Right now, they haven't told us if they're going to continue on. This was the destination that we understood. This is where they were going to end the demonstration. Now, there are other people joining in on the sides. I'm not sure if they're part of this group or if they're part of a road group. They weren't here for the march, and they're starting to build in numbers along the route, behind us, around us, and in front of us over there. The police are here now, and that's a good sign. The folks that are protesting were actually upset to see the police presence at the end of the march, because they said there should have been that kind of presence back on Saturday. Again, it's a kind of a contradiction because they're here. You want them here. Wouldn't you want them here? So there's a lot of mixed emotions here today, and they're just stressing peace, and we're going to stay with it as long as we can.
Thank you, Dave. Dave Savini.